And in light of the recent tragedy in Nashville, I just feel like I need to do something, first of all, to heal our hearts and to hopefully help heal others. We're going to be posting this tomorrow on online on my socials. So obviously we know that it was a terrible tragedy that happened and children were involved, and it's always difficult when children face terrible things. And there's a special song that I wrote a few years ago based on a true story. A lady told me this story. I'll tell you the story real quickly, and then I'll tell you about the song. There was two little boys who were around 6 years old, and they were very, very dear friends, and they loved playing with horses, and they would play with their horses all the time. And one of the boys got cancer. And as he got sicker and sicker, the mothers would listen. This is a true story, by the way. Would listen to their conversations. They would play with their horses, and they would talk about these little toy horses. And they would begin asking each other, do you think there's horses in heaven? And they would have these conversations about, are there horses in heaven? Do we know? And the mothers just thought it was special. One day, finally, the little boy with cancer just couldn't make it, and he passed away. And so the mother of the other little guy, she just didn't know how to tell him that his friend was gone. And so she finally got up the courage, and she sat her son down, and she said, honey, I have some bad news. I need to tell you that your friend, he didn't make it. He went to heaven. And the little boy looked at her and said, oh, Mom, I know. He came and visited me. And by the way, Mom, there are horses in heaven. And I thought that was an amazing story. So when I was on America's Got Talent, it was about a week before the finals. And this lady had told me this about a week before that, and I just didn't, she told me to write a song, and I didn't know what to do. I woke up at about 2 in the morning, and this song that you're about to hear was playing in my head. And it was unbelievable. I sat down, and I sat at a computer, and I wrote the entire song out, and I wept the entire time. And I couldn't sing this song for about 2 years because every time I tried to sing it, I would just burst into tears. So finally I got through. I hope I can make it through tonight. But you know, this terrible tragedy, but it's not just that. I mean, I have very dear friends who have lost their children to car accidents and to cancer and to other things. And man, when a child dies, we just don't know what to do. But I gotta say, those of us who believe, we have hope. And that's the one thing that makes a big difference. It doesn't take the pain away. We still have the pain, but at least we have hope. And so I wanted to just, before I do the song, I want to tell you what Pastor Chad Scruggs said, who was the pastor of the church that the Christian school was where the people were killed. He tweeted, "We are heartbroken. My daughter Hallie was such a gift. And through tears, we trust that she is in the arms of Jesus, who will raise her to life once again." This song is called Horses in Heaven. I hope it brings some comfort to any one of you who might be in pain. Little Bobby playing with his 6-year-old friend. Plastic horses gallop on imaginary wind. They play all day when Bobby asks what he wants next year when he turns 7. With a sigh, his friend replies, "Are there horses in heaven? Are there horses in heaven? Can we ride them to the stars? Will they take us up to Jesus and drop us off in his arms? Will I know how to ride them before I get to be 7? I just got to know, are there horses in heaven?" After months and months of chemo, Bobby's friend is getting weak. He spends less and less time here. Now he can hardly speak. Bobby asks him what he wants next month when he turns 7. A tight hold on his little horse, he said, Are there horses in heaven? Are there horses in heaven? Can we ride them to the stars? Will they take us up to Jesus and drop us off in His arms? Will I know how to ride them before I get to be 7? Someone tell me please, are there horses in heaven? Bobby didn't see his friend after that day came. His mama couldn't find the words, didn't know how to explain. She finally told little Bobby, your friend never reached 7. Bobby said, I know, Mom, he told me. Guess what? There are horses in heaven. There are horses in heaven. We can ride them to the stars, because they took him up to Jesus and dropped him off in His arms. And he knew how to ride them. He never got to see 7, but now he knows there are horses in heaven. Now he knows there are horses in heaven. God bless you all. Thank you so much. Good night, everybody.